Good morning children. Today Rohana ma'am here. For the third standard I'll be taking unit number 3, when how Tenali Rama became a jester. That is this unit 3, how Tenali Rama became a jester. I'm going slow with you kids because you all don't have the textbook as yet. So I will just read the lesson to you children. The words meaning are given on the board. You can write the words meaning in your classwork note. Apart from this, I will click the bits of the book, the exercise that you need to solve, and you can just solve it in your rough note just for your reference. Once the books come, I will let you know when you all have to come and collect the third standard English textbook. So I'll just move on to the lesson. I'll just read the lesson out to you and I'll explain some words in the middle. How Tenali Rama became a jester. Now children, jester means a person who makes other people laugh. You have been to circuses, right? When you go to circuses, you always see a clown there with a colorful hat, with a red nose, and they do all different type of stunts in front of the people. They make them laugh. In a South Indian village called Tenali, there lived a clever boy. His name was Rama. So in a South Indian village where there was a place with the name Tenali, over there was a small boy living there. His name was Rama. Once a wandering sage saw him and liked his looks and clever ways. A wandering sage means, children, a person who is very spiritual. Sage means they are sadhus. They keep on meditating. They are spiritual. They spread the word of God everywhere. So these people move from place to place. So when they move from place to place, they are called as wandering sage. Saw him and liked his looks and clever ways. So he taught him a prayer and told him. So this monk, this sage spoke to Rama and told him, go to the goddess Kali's temple one night and recite these words 3 million times. She will appear before you and give you whatever you ask for. So this monk saw this Rama, this boy was very clever. So what he tells him, you go to this Kali temple. Kali is a goddess. You go to her temple and you recite these 3 words 3 million times. He only has to recite 3 words 3 million times. And whatever you ask from this goddess, she will give it to you. Rama went to the Kali temple outside his village and did as he was told. The goddess appeared before him with her several faces and 2 hands. Children, have you seen the goddess Kali? She is actually a very dark goddess with she's got many hands. You have seen goddess Durga, no? She is another version of goddess Durga with many hands, and she has she destroys all the evil in the world. She destroys all the evil-minded people in the world. So this person, this Rama, he goes to the temple and he prays to her. He recites the 3 words 3 million times, and then the goddess appears before him with several faces. This goddess has got different faces and many hands. When the boy looked at her appearance, he wasn't frightened. So when he saw her, he didn't get scared, because goddess Kali is a little bit dark, and she's dark and she's like little bit frightful to look, with the big hair and all that like that. She's a bit frightful to look at. So he didn't get scared of the goddess. He began laughing. Angry, the goddess asked him, why are you laughing at me? So when he saw goddess Kali, he started laughing. So the goddess started asking him, why are you laughing at me? Rama answered, oh mother, we humans have lot of trouble wiping our noses when we catch a cold, though we have 2 hands and only 1 nose. If you, with your many faces, catch a cold, how will you manage with just 2 hands for all those noses? So what is the question that he asks goddess Kali? He says, see mother, we human beings, we have only got 2 hands and 1 nose. So when we get a cold, we wipe our nose with our hands. But since goddess Kali had many faces, like she had several faces and only 2 hands. So he was asking her, suppose you get a cold, how can you wipe your nose with, how can you wipe your nose in so many faces with just 2 hands. The goddess was furious. She asked, "Since you laughed at me, you will be Vikata Kavi, a jester." So the goddess tells him, since you are laughing, you made a joke of me, you will be called as Vikata Kavi, a jester. So you will be, this boy will be known as a jester. Oh, Vikata Kavi, that's terrific. It's a palindrome, replied Rama. So he says, Vikata Kavi, it's nice. The goddess has given me a name. The people will call me by this name. And he says that it's a palindrome. Now children, palindrome is a word which if you write it from the starting to the end, you can read the same word backwards. You can read the same word backwards. When I come to the meanings, I will tell you that once again. The goddess was pleased by Rama's cleverness and saw a joke even in a curse. She at once became calm and said, "You will be a Vikata Kavi, but you will be a jester to a king." And she vanished. So when she saw that Rama was not even, Rama made a joke of whatever curse she had given him, she felt pleased with the way the person behaved towards her, and she said, she blessed him that you will be a jester to a king, you will be a person who will make the other people laugh in a king's court. And she vanished. In this way, Tenali Rama began to live as a jester in the court of King Sri Krishna Deva Raya of Vijayanagara. So in this way, Tenali Rama became a jester in one of the biggest kings of Vijayanagara, Sri Krishna Deva Raya. So this fellow was a very clever person who found wit, or he could make any serious issue into a laughable issue, into a thing which you can laugh and solve your problems of. So this kind of a person, he became a jester, he became a person who makes other people laugh in the court of this big king of Vijayanagara. So this is only a small story how how he met goddess Kali, how she blessed him to become a jester, and how he became a jester, and how he uses wit in his way he talks to people, and he makes them laugh. In this manner, children, Tenali Rama, this lesson, I come to these words meanings over here on the board. You have to write it in your classwork note. The first word here, children, is jester. Jester. A person who amuses people at a king's court. So jester means a person who amuses. Amuses is another the meaning of amuses means makes other people laugh in a king's court. So a jester is always found in a king's court, and they do tricks and they make people laugh to keep the surroundings, to keep the atmosphere of the court a pleasant one. So they make other people laugh with their wit, with their intelligence of how they can turn their talk into something what people like to joke about. Terrific. Terrific means wonderful, children. Terrific. It was a wonderful cake. It was a wonderful birthday party. You can say it was a terrific birthday party. So terrific means always wonderful, something good, something what you can praise, you can talk about. Next comes frightened. Frightened means, children, afraid. You are scared of something. Afraid or scared of something means frightened. Several means many. Several, you have lot. You have several caps. You have several shoes. You have many caps. You have many shoes. You can say anything like that. Curse. Children, curse means a wish for something bad to happen to others. You should never curse anybody, children. Curse is a very bad thing. When when you go outside, when a person who doesn't have money comes and asks you, or person who's begging on the road will come and ask you for any money or change or anything, you don't give it to him. If you don't give him a rupee or a penny or anything, he curses a person. He'll curse. So that you should never curse a person. You should never think bad about any person, or you should never wish for something bad to happen to that person. That's the meaning of curse. Then comes furious, children. Furious means very angry. Sometimes when you all don't do your homework, the teachers do get angry, correct? So when the teachers get angry means they are furious, they become livid. Because when a work has been given to you, it's your duty to finish that work. If you don't finish that work, they become very angry, they become furious. Vanish, disappear. What does a magician do? Makes things appear, makes things disappear, so vanish. It vanishes from thin air. So vanish means to disappear. Now coming to the word which I spoke about in the lesson, palindrome. Children, palindrome is a word which reads the same even when read backwards. Fine. So I'll just give you a small activity, like you'll have to find out some more palindromes. Miss has just given you 2 so that you understand what's the meaning of a palindrome. It can be read backwards also, and it will come up, it will be the same word, but the meaning will be different, but the word will be somewhat similar. Like over here, when I read L-I-V-E, that is live. Again, when we read the same word backwards, this is L-I-V-E, but when we write it like this, it becomes evil. When we write the first E first, V comes second, I comes third, L comes the last. It becomes evil. Live, evil. So the basic thing is, these words, when they're written backwards even, they have the meanings are different, but there is no change in the words. The words are the same. There's no other alphabet that is joined in. Live and evil. When you write L-I-V-E, it's live. When you write E-V-I-L, it's evil. That way. Now the second word I'll give you, W-A-S, was. And again here, S-A-W, saw. Meanings are different, children. The only thing is the word is reversed backwards or front. The words remain, there's no change in the word spelling. There's 3 words here, 3 words here. It starts with the W, it ends with the S. Here it starts with the S, it ends with the W. So it's just the reverse. It can be read the same even when read backwards. Like was, live. So it's like that. So this is called a palindrome, children. I would like you all to find some more palindromes. You can check the words meaning from the board. If not, Miss will take a pic and I will send it to you personally. I'll send you these pictures in the WhatsApp group. You can then solve the exercises and keep it as your reference. Fine, children? So this is unit 3 that I'll be completing today, and then tomorrow we'll go on to EVS. I'll take an EVS class for you tomorrow and then you can do that. So just have a look on this. I'll send you the picture also, children, for this. Don't worry. That's all, children. Do this homework in the class. This you have to write it in your classwork note. Do this and then send ma'am the picture and I'll get back to you with that. Fine? Thank you.